Coming up, a delay in snowfall means a delay for Snowball. When will it open? Plus, the LGBT community celebrates Transgender Awareness Week. The news starts now.
You're watching NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Aleja Vallejo.
And I'm Sheridan Herman. Thanks for tuning in. We begin tonight with breaking news. Arizona Congressman Paul Gosar has been censured and removed from his House committees. The results of the vote were announced this afternoon by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
By its adoption of House Resolution 789, the House has resolved that Representative Paul Gosar of Arizona be censured.
The decision comes after Gosar retweeted an animated video of him violently attacking Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and President Biden with a pair of swords. Gosar has rejected what he called the mischaracterization of his actions. He says he does not espouse violence toward anyone, and it was not his intention to make anyone upset. As La Nina continues to keep the snow away, Snowball is having to postpone their opening date until further notice.
The ski resort is working to create their own snow, but so far it's not enough. NAZ Today's Rachel Blair went up the mountain to see what's going on.
This is what we hope to see at Snowball at this time of year. Lots of fluffy snow. But so far, this is the reality, nearly bone dry. John Bryce, public relations representative for Snowball, says, as temperatures continue to drop, Snowball will continue to work with Mother Nature to produce snow so Arizonans can hit the slopes as soon as possible. That means we really don't know when there will be enough snow for the resort to open. That's not good news for some local businesses who depend on ski season sales. Aspen Sports owner Rich Redding says he's trying to stay patient.
We always know it's always going to snow here. Arizona, Flagstaff, it's going to be cold. They're going to be able to blow snow. Just got to sit back, be patient, and it'll happen for us.
While Aspen Sports may not sell as much gear early in the season, Redding says his business sells enough other gear that doesn't depend on snow to survive. He also says a dry snow season isn't all bad news.
That's another thing with the snow being bad right now, or blown snow. There's definitely more opportunity to destroy your skis.
Redding offers repair services for ski and snow gear. Opening day at Snowball was supposed to be on the 19th. Those who bought opening day tickets or rented gear will be receiving emails from Snowball about refunds or exchanges. Rachel Blair, NAZ Today.
The Arizona Department of Health has released data on the leading causes of death in 2020, and surprisingly, COVID-19 is not number one. For infants to people age 19, nobody in Arizona died from COVID. However, for people age of 20 and older, COVID was the third leading cause of death in the state, behind heart disease and cancer.
The Navajo Nation Council is reaffirming their opposition to a proposed 20-year ban on oil and gas drilling in an area near Chaco Canyon. The Biden administration is pushing for the ban. Council Delegate Mark Freeman says the government proposal was made without proper tribal input, and the ban could directly affect Navajo families. President Biden's infrastructure plan will help tribal communities in the Southwest region, including the Navajo Nation. About $11 billion will go towards indigenous communities in the U.S. The money will be used for health care, water, and sanitation needs, as well as road repairs.
The Flagstaff Mall is partnering with Coconino County to provide a COVID vaccination site for children. Children 5 years and older are able to get a lower dosage of the Pfizer vaccine. There's no appointment needed, but due to high demand, the site will limit vaccine slots to 100 patients each day. For more information and updates on the site, visit the Coconino County Health and Human Services Facebook page.
This is International Transgender Awareness Week, and NAZ Today's Nick Ruth tells us how this week puts a spotlight on violence against the trans community.
People all over the world are gathering to observe Trans Awareness Week and Trans Day of Remembrance. Trans Awareness Week is celebrated every November, the week leading up to Transgender Day of Remembrance, November 20th. On this day, the LGBTQ+ community honors those who have lost their lives to transphobic violence.
It's important that we also bring more awareness to the community, right? The issue being the transgender community is being murdered at higher and higher and higher and higher rates. Even though we see visibility go up, we've also seen the violence go up exponentially.
2021 has had the highest recorded number of homicides among the trans community, with 45 people killed nationwide.
2021 being the year of the most deaths, I think it's important every year, but especially this year, to remember that, and to remember that the fight towards ending discrimination is nowhere near over.
NAU's Office of Inclusion, the NAU Prism Club, and Flagstaff Pride have several events this week to commemorate the trans community and victims of hate crimes. One of these events is a trans umbrella panel where people identifying as transgender will talk about their experiences and share their stories.
Every trans person is different and everyone's experience is different. And so it's important for people to learn about not just one trans person's experience, but through the lens of many people.
One of the #1 ways we can do that is through education, learning about the stories of others, not waiting until you have a trans family member or a trans friend to try to learn about this.
The Transgender Umbrella Panel is tonight at 7 o'clock in the NAU Fieldhouse. For more information on that and all other Trans Awareness Week events, please visit the link below. Nick Ruth, NAZ Today.
Every Wednesday, we introduce a new animal friend awaiting adoption at the Coconino Humane Association. But since this is the last newscast of the semester, we decided to take a look back to see how previous Pets of the Week are doing today.
That's right. NAZ Today's Matt Kienitz has our Pet of the Week recap.
Thanks, Sheridan. This season, we have seen lots of pets that have been eligible for adoption. Luckily, quite a few of those animals have found their forever homes, but there are still some who are waiting. Many animals at the Coconino Humane Association yearn to find a happy and loving family with whom they can spend the rest of their lives. For 3 lucky pets, this wish came true.
We wanted to do a recap of the animals that you guys did for us this year. So our friend Oakley, she just got adopted last week, so she's at our forever home right now. Our little kitty cat buddy you guys did, Oreo, she actually got adopted a few weeks ago, went to her forever home. And then our friend Rio, she got adopted shortly after you guys did her little spiel, so she's been gone for several months now.
But there are 4 pets of the week still waiting for a new home.
Pandora, unfortunately, she injured herself in a kennel. She broke her little toe, probably stuck it in the gate and spun on it. So she's not up for adoption right now because she got that injury going on. Our friend Sam, she's had several people come in, possibly because she saw her on your show, but she's been too laid back for the folks who've been coming in, so we're hoping to find somebody who wants a nice laid back doggy with her. So for now, she's still here. Our friend Zuko, he's still very boisterous, so we've got to find the right group for him because somebody doesn't really want a dog that barks all the time, so we've got to find the right home for him. And the same thing with our friend Ozzy. He has only been since last week, so he's a great big giant pit bull, so we've got to find the right family for the great big giant pit bull. So hopefully we'll get those guys adopted pretty soon here.
The Coconino Humane Association also has many more dogs, cats, bunnies, and even gerbils available for adoption right now.
So all the animals come spay-neutered. They all come with microchips. They come with their rabies shots and all the shots we've already given them. Also, they have 30 days of health insurance with all the animals that are adopted from us.
If you are looking for a new addition to your family, the Coconino Humane Association is a good option to start your search. You can play with the animals for as long as you need until you make your decision, and then you can take your new animal companion home that day. For more information, you can visit the Coconino Humane Association or go to their website at coconinohumane.org. Matt Kienitz, NAZ Today.
Coming up, a new vaccine for Alzheimer's disease is in clinical trials and is giving hope to those affected.
We had some beautiful sunny skies today, but that's not going to last for long. Things are going to change, and I'll let you know what you need to know heading the weekend after the break. Stay tuned.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple?
Chop the pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Welcome back. While news of COVID vaccines and boosters are on everyone's minds, another vaccine is in development that could change the lives of millions. Participants in a clinical trial in Boston are helping test a new nasal Alzheimer's vaccine. The hope is that it could prevent or slow the progression of the disease. CNN's Mary Slanda reports.
A nasal vaccine, 2 doses, 1 week apart. Researchers at Brigham and Women's are using the body's own immune system to prevent and slow the progression of Alzheimer's.
This is a unique approach. What the vaccine does is that it stimulates the immune system. Cells in the immune system then go into the brain and clear out the substances that are causing damage.
Dr. Howard Weiner says the first human trial gets underway next month with 16 participants ages 60 to 85 with early symptomatic Alzheimer's. 20 years of research has led to this moment.
My dream is, and ultimately this vaccine we're developing, you get a test when you're 50 years old. If you're at risk, you could be given this to prevent Alzheimer's from happening.
But stalling the disease is just as critical for people like Joe Momini. This Plymouth husband and father was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's 4 years ago at the age of 54.
Getting an extra year or 2 years from a drug that may slow down the progression of the disease is phenomenal.
And while we know Alzheimer's impacts 6 million Americans, that number is likely much higher.
We believe that disease process begins 15, even 20 years prior to the onset of symptoms. So the numbers of people who are predisposed for Alzheimer's and dementia is much larger than that 6 million.
This is phase 1 of clinical trials for the vaccine. Researchers and patients are hopeful that the vaccine will change the future for those with Alzheimer's, but only time will tell.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
So we were walking to school. I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope
bad
we don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped.
which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to NAZ Today. I'm your Wednesday night student forecaster, Lacey Fraun, and I cannot stop obsessing over the beautiful sunny skies we had today. This was taken out while I was on my walk, and I was obsessing over the beautiful light breeze, the blues contrasting with the ponderosa pines. I was honestly in awe, so I was enjoying this beautiful panoramic shot until my dog decided to photobomb it. Yeah, he thought he was pretty, but I thought the sky was prettier. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with our beautiful Arizona sky. Here's a current satellite. So let's take a look at that wind movement. It's moving from the west over to the east. It's pushing up northeast, so some southwest winds, and it's going into the valley and southern Arizona, but right here we have northern Arizona. We're not getting any coverage. We're seeing a beautiful sunny sky pattern here, and that's because of a higher barometric pressure. So it's a high pressure system that's keeping the breezes up, but the clouds away from our skies. Flagstaff currently pretty chilly at 44 degrees. Like I said, clear skies. Our barometric pressure at just above 30 inches, and then a 24% humidity, and then the southwest winds at just 5 miles per hour. They will pick up between 6 to 10 miles per hour throughout the week, starting tomorrow. Taking a look at our overview for today, our high today was 58 degrees and our low is going to dip down to 22. So we're on average for those lows, but we're still slightly above average for those highs. Luckily, nowhere near those records. Let's take a look at across the state today, our high temperatures. So overall, everywhere was cooling off. Last week, we were in a warming trend still. So a week from now, we're seeing cooler temperatures. Winslow and Hopi at 64 degrees. Prescott and Sedona at 70. Kingman over at 71. Page up at 61. And then Phoenix down in the low 80s at 81 degrees. Heading into tonight for Flagstaff, like I said, we're going to cool off to 22 degrees. Now, that is the coolest it's been all season, so you got to be super cautious if you're heading out tonight. Be sure to bundle up, even layer. On the bright side, though, we're going to have a beautiful, bright, waxing gibbous moon at 98%, so almost a full moon, but not quite yet. Mostly clear skies, so you will be able to see the moon and the stars. Our sun did already set at 5:19. Now, like I said, it's going to be super cold, so we need to revisit this type of winter season gear. What should we wear? Well, I turned to Nado, my trusty dog. He has the perfect example here of how to stay warm. You see he's got his fuzzy lamb hood on. He's got a fuzzy torso overcoat here. That's the key here, to keep your torso warm. It's going to keep your lungs warm and your heart warm. You want to protect the organs. So be sure, again, if you head out, bundle up, layer up, pack together with your friends, whatever you got to do to stay warm. It'll warm up tomorrow. Beautiful sunny skies at 58 degrees. Now we're going to have some cloud coverage roll in into the afternoon, but we can enjoy these sunny skies for the first half of tomorrow. Taking a look at our forecast for tomorrow, everywhere is going to cool off a little bit on the eastern side, these towns over here on the east side, but over on the west side, they'll stay fairly similar to today. Taking a look at Show low, high of 62, low of 36. Winslow, high of 65, low of 31. Kingman, high of 72, low 45. Lake Havasu, just a couple degrees colder than Phoenix, high of 80, low of 54. And then Phoenix, high of 83. Low of 56. Now let's bring it back to Flagstaff. I'll show you what's going on for the rest of your week into the weekend. So we'll have a beautiful sunny sky morning tomorrow, high of 58, low of 27. And then heading into the weekend, Friday, it'll stay high of 58. Saturday, we'll drop down to 56, a bunch of cloud coverage. And then Sunday, we're going to dip down to 51 degrees, low of 28. And heading into Monday, we'll have some more cloud coverage moving in from the coast and possible showers at 20%. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have a message for everyone? Oh, Nado wishes you all a happy evening and a happy rest of your year. This is all we have for weather. This is my last time with weather, but we will continue giving you updates because we're heading into the holiday season. You got to stay prepared for that. Be sure to stay tuned for sports after the break.
every day across America. Excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back to NAZ Today. I'm your sports reporter, Tyler Murphy, bringing you Flagstaff Sports. Let's get into it. In the final home game of the 2021 season, the Lumberjack football team couldn't quite pull out a win over the Montana Grizzlies for their seniors at their last ever game as a Lumberjack at the Sky Dome. The Lumberjacks had their work cut out for them with the Grizzlies, as earlier in the year, the Grizzlies were the first FCS team that beat a Power 5 team against the Washington Huskies, who were also nationally ranked 20th at the time of the matchup. The Lumberjacks were also missing their starting true freshman quarterback, RJ Martinez, with an injury for the game. In his absence, the Lumberjack quarterbacks threw for a combined 43% completion rate and 3 total interceptions on the day, as the Grizzlies defense put the clamps on the Lumberjacks. It just didn't seem like the Lumberjacks ever got going, as their defense let up 30 points and the offense could only manage a field goal. Going into their last game of the season against the Cal Poly Mustangs, the Lumberjacks are looking to add one more victory to the season and to try and push their record to 5-6, as the game is on Saturday, November 20th at 6 p.m. Going from the gridiron to the wood top, the Lumberjacks men's basketball season has just begun. It came with 2 losses against the U of A Wildcats and the Washington Huskies on the road. But with the Lumberjacks getting their first home game of the season, they were able to gain their first win of the season against the Benedictine Mesa Redhawks with a dominating score of 97-48. The Lumberjacks offense was firing on all cylinders in the game, looking like the Showtime Lakers, scoring 32 points on the fast break and having scored 24 points off the turnovers as well. Powered by forward Keith Heyman, put up and knocked down 5 three-pointers in the game, scoring for 21 total points alongside his teammate Nick Maines, who put up 20 points. The Lumberjacks' next game will be against the CSU Bakersfield Roadrunners tomorrow at 6 p.m. in the Roll Activity Center for their second home game of the season. Finally, as the fall season winds down, so is the cross-country season. As on Saturday, they will be traveling back to Tallahassee, Florida, where they competed in the pre-nationals and where the men's team finished in first by 64 points. For the Lumberjacks women's team, junior runner Taryn O'Neill finished in first. As for the men's, with freshman Nico Young finishing in second by 0.02 of a second, following the second place finish for teammates Abdelhamid Nur and Drew Bosley, who locked up 6th and 10th, and also senior Ryan Raff in 13th place, not too far behind. Well, that's all for Flagstaff Sports. And for my last time this semester, next up is your weather recap.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore. So you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Welcome back. Let's take one last look at weather for the rest of your week. So like I said earlier, sunny skies until the second half of tomorrow, and then some cloud coverage heading into the weekend, and then 20% chance of showers on Monday. That's what your week is going to look like. And it was a pleasure serving all of you at Northern Arizona. It's been a pleasure bringing you weather, and today is very special. Not only am I bidding you a farewell, but this is the last show for some familiar faces from NAZ today. We'd like to recognize them and all their hard work for you right now.
Thanks, Lacey. Well, I'm Sheridan Herman, the news director here at NAZ Today and one of your Wednesday night anchors. I've been here for 2 years, so for the last time, Sheridan Herman, NAZ Today.
Hi everyone, my name is Quanah Arnold. I've been a news anchor and reporter here at NAZ Today for 3 years, and for the last time, signing off, Quanah Arnold, NAZ Today.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check us out on social media, and we'll have a new broadcast in the new year. Thanks for watching.